And speaking of helping others, there's a man in Los Angeles who's been doing it for more than 50 years, even longer than Jerry Lewis. This man's favorite charity is a social service agency that saved his own family, as CBS News correspondent Sandra Hughes reports.
For 91-year-old Al Azus, cutting a ribbon on a new school building for disadvantaged children is the culmination of a lifelong mission.
Dream come true. It's a miracle.
To date, he and his wife Hetty have donated close to $5 million to Vista Del Mar, an agency that provides residential programs, schooling, and childcare to families in need.
Al gives this place a heart. We were there for Al when he needed us, and Al has come back to say to us, what do you need?
In 1953, Azus was in need. He became a widower, left with 2 small children and a failing business. He was desperate and forced to put his son and daughter in foster care.
Pretty sad. Crying all the time.
At that time, Vista Del Mar had both the orphanage and foster care, and that was actually a new program. So when a parent like Al came to Vista, we would say, okay, we'll take your kids in, we'll keep them safe, visit on the weekends, and when you're ready to take them home, they'll be ready for you.
Driven to turn his life around, Azus poured himself into building an envelope printing factory. It was hugely successful, and 2 years later, he brought his children back home. As his fortune grew, he never forgot Vista Del Mar.
I must have sold 50 billion envelopes to make this possible.
Over the years, he was a hands-on volunteer, donating money and working with the children. Now his granddaughter is following in his footsteps as a social worker at Vista Del Mar.
This was kind of just a great fit. You know, it was kind of the history with my family, and then I love kids, and I really just enjoy working with them and helping them. I'm really inspired, actually, by my grandfather.
Working with the kids reminds Allegra of what her father and aunt went through.
They were very young. They were like 3 and 4 when they were first placed, and I mean, I just can't imagine how difficult that must have been.
Now the Azus family legacy is living on with a new building and another generation giving back.
I feel really good and proud and to be a part of this organization and that our family's been a part for so long.
They gave me so much, and I've just been trying to give it all back.
Sandra Hughes, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Azus also gives money to other children's charities in L.A. His wife says philanthropy is what keeps him alive. Good for him. Now here's Jeff.
In high definition, this is CBS 2 News at 11 p.m.
Well, the Southern California man knows what it's like to be in trouble. In fact, once he had to temporarily put his children in foster care.
Yeah, he never forgot the kindness of the people who helped him. CBS 2's Soraya Fidel explains how he's now paying them back in a big way.
You can't replace love.
At 91 years old, this husband, father, and grandfather still remembers the pain during one of the darkest chapters in his life.
2 kids, no mother.
It was 1953 when his 26-year-old wife suddenly died of tuberculosis, leaving him with 2 toddlers.
I couldn't find a caretaker.
Al Azus struggled financially as a single parent. Azus had no choice but to place his 2-year-old daughter and 3-year-old son in foster care. He says it was here at Vista Del Mar Family and Children's Services in Cheviot Hills where he found temporary support. He tells me this resource was a godsend.
Things they do for kids are just wonderful.
Azus was determined to reunite with his children and did so after building a successful envelope printing business.
Really proud of what I've done. I've done the impossible.
Today, he's remarried to his bride of 34 years.
It became so prominent. Part of it was love. The other part was the children.
For 6 decades, Al Azus has been giving back to the organization that once helped him. He has donated millions of dollars. This new educational building is one of his many proud gifts.
Persistence and determination is really the secret.
The 5,000 square foot facility will help children and families with special needs.
I always kind of looked up to my grandfather, always admired what he has done.
His eldest granddaughter says he's her hero.
There's so much history, you know, with our family here at Vista, and it does mean a lot to me to be able to kind of continue that legacy.
And with a master's degree in hand, she's the next generation of the Azus family, the first to work at Vista Del Mar.
My story is just amazing. How many people would believe it?
From rags to riches, a tale of charity. Soraya Fidel, CBS 2 News.
What a wonderful story.
Isn't that?
Yes, a beautiful family.
Kind of like our weather today.
Oh, it was gorgeous. Perfect.
Wonderful as well.
Barry, you were very charitable, Jack.
I try my best.